to sacrifice sleep and food and schedules and routine, and it's okay. I love what I do, and I don't take my job for granted. I don't take my work for granted. I really believe that very few people get to wake up in the morning and say, yes, I'm going to work, and yes, I get to do something which I want to do on my terms.
Hey there, welcome to your personalized deep dive. We're going to be diving into what it really takes to chase those dreams, those big dreams you got. And we've got a whole bunch of really fascinating sources to look at, and I have to say, going through all this, I was really struck by this idea that it's not just about relentless drive and just pushing all the time.
Yeah.
It's also about figuring things out as you go along. Navigating the unknown.
Yeah, absolutely.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a really great point. And, you hear a lot about the hustle and the grind and, just never give up and all of that, which I think is really important. But the source material that we have for this deep dive really emphasizes this idea of what they call informed intuition.
Oh, informed intuition.
Yeah, so it's kind of like this idea of being open to those unexpected twists and turns on the path to achieving your goals and sort of having the wisdom to make decisions even when
the way forward isn't 100% clear.
I see. It makes me think about that Walt Disney quote. The one, all our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them.
Yeah.
But even thinking about courage, it's not just about taking that first step, right? It's also about being able to face those moments when you really don't know what's going to happen next, or those times when you just feel that doubt creeping in,
Absolutely.
And you just got to power through.
Yeah, you need that resilience.
Right, resilience.
For sure.
And actually, one of the sources, it tells this really amazing story about an entrepreneur who spent years and years developing a product.
Oh, wow.
And everybody kept telling him, no, it's not going to work. No, it's no good.
Yeah.
But he just kept believing in what he was doing,
It's amazing how some people just have that unwavering belief.
Yeah.
And he was able to take, those setbacks and learn from them.
Right, adapt,
yeah. And eventually he found success.
Wow, that's inspiring. It really shows how important that resilience is.
Really, totally. Makes you think about times in your own life when you had to, really push through those tough spots.
Absolutely.
What have you learned from those experiences, when...
Oh, man, so many. I mean, I think it's really in those moments of challenge that we truly discover our own strength.
Oh, wow.
And, speaking of believing in yourself and your dreams,
yeah,
the source also has this quote from Eleanor Roosevelt.
Oh, yeah, I love Eleanor Roosevelt.
The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, what resonates with you about your dreams? What makes you believe in them so strongly?
I think for me, it's interesting you brought that up because that quote kind of gets at this whole idea of mindset.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Which the source really dives into. It's not just about thinking positive thoughts. It's more about, really kind of shaping the way you think and act.
Yeah.
To support your goals and help make them happen.
It's like taking those thoughts and turning them into action.
Right. And one of the techniques they talk about that I thought was really interesting was this idea of active gratitude.
Oh, active gratitude. I like that.
Have you heard about that?
I have, yeah.
So it's not just, being thankful for the things you have.
Yeah.
It's more about actively seeking out things to be grateful for.
Yeah.
Even when things are tough.
Even when things are tough.
Yeah. And apparently that can really have a big impact on how you see things and how motivated you are.
I think that's a great example of the kind of practical strategies that the source offers.
Yeah.
It's not just just be positive and your dreams will come true.
Right.
It's no, there are actual things you can do to cultivate that mindset.
And speaking of practical things.
Yeah.
We got to talk about obstacles and victories.
Oh, absolutely.
Right. I mean, that's a big part of this whole dream chasing thing.
For sure.
And the source has all these inspiring stories of people who overcame these incredible odds.
Yeah.
But what really stood out to me was this idea of celebrating the small victories along the way.
Oh, yeah. I completely agree with that. The source tells this really great story about an aspiring writer
Okay.
who faced rejection after rejection after rejection.
I hate that part of it.
It's so tough.
It's brutal.
But they finally got published,
Yeah.
But they talk about how important it was to acknowledge and celebrate each step forward, even if it seemed small, because it was those little wins that kept them going during those tough times.
Yeah, it's like it gives you that little boost to keep going.
Totally.
It's like it's not just about the destination. It's also about,
the journey.
Yeah, the journey, enjoying the ride.
Exactly.
And finding those moments of joy along the way.
Well, as we kind of wrap up this deep dive here's something I think would be really interesting to think about. The source suggests that our dreams are often connected to like a deeper purpose, like a unique contribution we're each meant to make.
Oh, wow.
So I'm curious, what do you think your dream says about your purpose? What impact do you hope to have on the world?
That's a really powerful question. It's definitely something to think about.
Yeah.
Well, hey, we hope this deep dive has given you some valuable insights and maybe some inspiration to help you, chase those dreams. And remember, this was created just for you, based on what you wanted to explore. So keep believing, keep chasing those dreams.